Hey everybody. Today we're going to be talking about the importance of having a good handle on a fly reel. But first, let's talk about the handle itself. I'm going to be using this Lamson liquid as an example. So this is the handle. This is the screw pin. So for the screw pin, some people also call it a handle knob rivet or a binding barrel. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to call it a screw pin. There's also a washer underneath the handle, but you can't see it. Alright, so to remove the screw pin, you're going to need a T20 hex drive. Now if it's the first time you're taking it off, there's going to be some adhesive on that screw pin, so just take a little bit more force to break it free, but it should be doable. Also, when you take it off for the first time, the washer will be stuck to the screw pin, but you just have to hold it by the handle and then push the screw pin onto the table and it should break free. So looking at all the pieces from the top, you have the screw pin, the handle, and the washer. All right, let's go ahead and replace this handle. Let's put the washer in the reel. Then let's put the screw pin in the handle. Yep, I'm going to take the hex drive, kind of hold it by my index finger for better grip, and then just kind of twist it on. All right, snug it, and then I'm going to snug it one more time. And then that's it. You can check it. So I'll check it here, spin it, rotate it, feel it out. Yeah, it feels good. That's it, you're done. Now, what makes this handle better than the original? Well, first of all, it's got better ergonomics, which means with these curves, it fits your fingers. It provides you a better grip, even when your hands are like wet or slimy. It's also larger, so you can grab it with gloves on too. And lastly, the color. This one is fluorescent yellow, so it's much easier to see in lower lighting, like during dusk or dawn. The original handle is okay too, but in my opinion, this one's better. So for the handle itself, it is 3D printed, but it took me a while to get the 3D model correct for printing. And even after it's printed, I still have to score out the hole and sand it down so that it fits properly and rotates smoothly. And you know, reels are precision tools. Even with the handle 3D printed, you still have to craft it so that it works well. All right, we're not quite done yet. We're going to take a look at another fly reel here. This is the Orvis Hydros 3.5. I just have the spool here, but we're going to take a look at the handle because it's a little different from the Lamson. All right, so you got the screw pin, the handle, and the screw pin being held by the small screw in the back. And here you got a better view. All right, so the tools you'll need to take it apart is a 3/16 inch flathead screwdriver for the screw pin, and then a 1/8 inch flathead screwdriver for the small screw. Now it's a lot easier to break loose the screw pin from the small screw. So what I'll try to do is hold the screwdriver to the small screw while holding the spool. Then I'll use the other screwdriver to turn the screw pin. Once I break the screw pin loose, I'll go to the other side and loosen the small screw. I'll use the screwdriver and try to remove it as much as possible. And then once I get to a point where I can grab it, I'll use my fingers to turn it. Now, one thing you want to have is a towel or a tissue to catch the washer when you remove the small screw. Because if that washer bounces onto the floor or the carpet, it's going to be a pain in the butt finding it again. So that's it. Now it's all apart. You have the screw pin at the top, you have the handle, the washer, and the small screw. All right, so let's go ahead and install the new handle on this spool. So I'll take the screw pin and put it in the handle, set that aside. And I'll take the small screw and I'll put that into the spool here. Then I'll hold that together. I'll put my index finger on that small screw, then hold the spool too. And then I'll grab the washer and put that in. And I'll gently set it down vertically so that the washer doesn't fall out. We'll try this method first. I'll take the screwdriver, put it in the screw pin here, and I'll take the other screwdriver and put it on the small screw. We'll see if I can get it here. If not, I'll just use my fingers, but we'll see. So you kind of just hold that all together and then put the screw pin over that with the handle and then try turning it. Since it's a flathead, it'll slide out, which sucks. So I'll just use my fingers and put a few threads in there first. Really, if it was a Phillips, it'd be a lot easier, but since it's a flathead, it's a bit of a pain, but whatever. So just kind of, tighten it down as much as I can. And then I won't fully tighten it on the backside. I'll tighten it with the screw pin because it's a lot easier to fully tighten it. So just fully tighten that down, and then it should be good. I'll just check it, make sure nothing's loose, making sure that it spins freely, and that's it. The handle's on. So hopefully this video has helped shed some light on having a good handle and how these handles are disassembled and reassembled. I really made these handles for myself, but since other people have asked for them as well, I've decided to put them out there so that other people who want the better handles, can also have it. Thanks everyone. Tight lines.